Alright my friends, welcome back to Shed Knives. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Jack Billings and I'm the CEO and founder of Shed Knives. And today we're just going to get straight into it. We've got a lot to go over and it's all knife related. So first things first, we have the 2025 Shed Knives Sheepsfoot. Why am I showing this one off specifically? Well, this is the last one in Coyote Tan, and I have two more in Skewer Orange on the shelf. As you can see behind me, the inventory shelf is rather limited, and that's because you guys have been absolutely killing it and just wanting more knives, more and more knives. More people have been joining the Shed Knives movement. More people have been getting excited and ready and prepared for the field. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about here at Shed Knives. And I am super excited and enthusiastic for all of you guys headed into the field with your new knives, ready to be on the attack. So anyways, guys, if you like knives, I'll just say this now. If you want to keep the lights on, if you want to keep Shed Knives going, then go to shedknives.com, check it out. There's a few knives left. I am doing a Sheepsfoot restock today. So today, as in June 5th, this evening, check shedknives.com. There will be more sheep's feet. That's what I'm going to call it. You have one sheep's foot, you have two sheep's feet. It only makes sense that way. Sheep's foots? No, that sounds weird. So I mean, it sounds weird either way, but we have more sheep's feet going live this evening, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. There's going to be some other colors and just more knives available. So I think, could be wrong, but I think there will be more Coyote Tan. We'll see as the day goes on and what knives we have available. However, that is exciting. There's always lots of knives entering the shelf, leaving, going to the field, so there's that. Now let's talk about more knives. As always, this is a knife channel after all. I have some more steel showing up to the shop, I would say early next week, and I don't know the exact date, but early next week. And so I need to know, what knives do you guys want restocked? Right now, here's what we have. We have the Skewer Light, we have the Resilience, we have the Sheepsfoot, and we have one of the Tuatara. That leaves us Skewer, Resilience, US Tonto, Visionary, Momentum. So it's kind of like, I guess, 50-50 about that right now. So let me know what you want. What I am, and now we're going to go into a little bit business mindset side of the knife business. What I'm thinking about doing is just kind of biting the bullet on this one and just doing 6 knives per day. So that's my standard, 6 knives or more per day in production for adding to my inventory. So making 6 knives a day. What I'd like to do is do a week of one model. So if I'm doing 6 knives a day across 6 days, that's Monday through Saturday for me, and I have 6 colors, that would be 1 color per day. Why did I choose the number 6? Well, it's because you can't really see it, but my containers up there have 6 slots in them, so I feel weird doing like 5. I don't know, just seeing 1 empty slot is like, you could be doing more. So anyways, that's why I'm doing more. I'm doing 1 more than the hour. Anyways, guys, let me know what you want. I think I will go do that unless you guys tell me otherwise. If you're like, hey, we want them all restocked, just give us all the models, great. Otherwise, it's just gonna be, I'm gonna restock Skewers 1 week. 2nd week, it's gonna be US Tontos. 3rd week, it's gonna be Resilience. I'm just gonna keep moving down this line. We'll see. Tell me in the comments, what knives do you want restocked? What colors as well? I need to do some more G10 ordering here soon, which, by the way, I buy my G10 through a manufacturer in Ohio. So that's 100% USA made as well. Made in the great state of Ohio. Lovely people over there. I do want to give a shout out. Atlantic Knife. They have been killing it with Shed Knives. They've been doing a fantastic job. They love some Shed Knives, and so do I. I mean, obviously, I kind of have to like Shed Knives. So anyways, want to give a big shout out to them. If you like knives, more than just Shed Knives, by the way, they carry a ton, and I mean a ton of inventory. They do free shipping as well, just like me. And yeah, they run a great business over there. They run a great knife channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, go check out their YouTube, Atlantic Knife. And then another fairly new dealer is 814 EDC, or if you're on TikTok, you can go to Metal Destruction. That's the @ or the username. Just look up Metal Destruction on TikTok and you'll find him. He sells a variety of knives as well, but has also been into shed knives recently and it's been doing quite well. So if you guys have heard of Whatnot, Whatnot is basically a live stream where you can sell stuff on the live stream. And Whatnot reached out to me when they first opened their outdoors department of Whatnot. And they asked if I want to sell on there, and I said yes, but I was very busy at the time working on the 2024 collection, so I was not able to start there. However, this guy, he has been able to get my knives on Whatnot, and he's been able to sell there. He'll be adding the knives to the TikTok shop as well, as long as they allow it. And yeah, so anyways, I appreciate all of my dealers because they're able to hit different areas of the market that I could not do on my own, and that's just fantastic. It shows the teamwork that we all have together. We all have a common goal, we all have a common objective, and that's really to make a positive impact on other people's lives by providing education, by providing value, not just trying to rip you off for another knife sale. I mean, there's plenty of Chinese companies who are doing that, but the people I like to work with, they're the ones who actually want to make a positive difference in people's lives, and they want to make a positive impact. And I was thinking about this. I was like, you know, a lot of companies, they only like their customers because they give them money. And I was thinking about this. I was like, you know, I would say like 99.999% of customers that I sell to, I actually would sit down and have a cup of coffee with at a coffee shop. I'd talk to them, I'd share a meal with them, I would talk to them about things not even knife related, not even shed knives related, and I think that's awesome. Now, what about the other 0.01%? Well, there are just some haters out there who like to buy knives to spew hate out there, so not them, but 99.99999% of everybody else, we just share the same, or at least a very similar just idea and just general objective, and we have a very similar, I guess you could say, personality type. And I was thinking about that just when I'm on the phone with customers. I'm like, you know, this person is pretty cool. I think this is a great individual, whether they buy my knives or not. It's like, I enjoy talking to this person. So if you guys are shed knives enthusiasts, just know I'm probably talking about you. So I'm sure we can relate on a lot of things together. And I think that's awesome because I see it from other companies, not other companies I'm friends with, because I keep that circle very tight. If you're not a winner and if you want to be a loser, then you don't get to be in the circle. Winners only. However, other knife companies I see, they talk bad about their customers. And I won't call names out, I won't say it yet, at least. I think it's disappointing that the number one reason you are in business is for your customer, is for the end user. And like I said, the end user, I'll take it a step further. It's not the customer you're in business for, it's the end user. Because if nobody is in the field using your knives, then who's gonna buy knives? I mean, yes, my dealers may buy knives, but if the end user is not using them, those dealers don't need to carry my knives. My distributors can still buy because then they're gonna sell to dealers, but if the end user isn't using knives, they're not gonna buy through the dealers, and the dealers are not gonna buy through the distributors, who won't buy through me. So it's like the end user matters most, not even the customer. It's the one who is having the first-hand experience with the knife in the field. They are focused on the task at hand. That's the person I make the knives for. Yes, the customer and the end user, a lot of times they tend to be the same person, but I find it really weird how companies, like literally on live streams, on podcasts, they talk about their customers in such a negative way, and they complain about them. I think it's really weird, because it's like, without the end user, without the customer, you would not be in business. You would not be able to pay for that nice house out in Idaho, hint hint. You would not be able to do that stuff, and it's like, why would you say such negative things? And if you truly believe those negative things, why do you allow your company to sell to those people? Great question. That's why I only sell to winners, because I don't want losers walking around with my knives. Yes, that might seem a bit like, what's he saying? What's he talking about? No, seriously. I want people who are actively trying to be better in some particular area in their life, whether it's in the outdoors with outdoor skills. Go to our Facebook, go to the Shed Knives Facebook. You'll see people in the comments who are actively improving their outdoor skills and their outdoor just knowledge, just in general. But then you have other people who, hey, they may carry their knife every day just because it's functional and because it works. They're not necessarily going out and doing bushcraft out in the middle of nowhere, but they're trying to be a better parent for their kids. They're trying to be a good role model. And that, my friend, is a winner. That's a winner. It's the people who sit online and type nonsense all day long and have not touched grass, and the most action their knife has gotten is opening a letter saying your rent is late. Okay, those are the people that I do not want to sell knives to, because that does not give a good image of Shed Knives. If you look on the box, okay, I've got the box right here for the Sheepsfoot. It says there is no substitute, and that is true. There is no substitute to Shed Knives, and it's more than just the knife. It's the community around it. It's everything around Shed Knives. It's the customers, it's the end users. There's no substitute to you, the end user, who heads out into the field and uses your knives how they should be. And that's important, because if you want, and this is me talking to other knife companies now, if you want to complain and if you want to talk bad about your customer, maybe you should fix the reason why those people are buying. Maybe fix that. Also, I think that talks a lot about the company face, you could say, because not all faces of the business are the ones who own it. But if you're having a problem with your customers or your end users, you may have a problem with who the face of your company is, who represents your brand. That might be where the issue is. And for me, I am so adamant about just supporting Shed Knives and being the face of Shed Knives, and I will be on the camera as often as possible, and I will talk to you as much as I possibly can, because that is what you guys need. You don't need some talking head who doesn't experience the knives, who doesn't know anything about how they're made, who just talks and talks and talks. You guys don't need that. You need somebody who is in the field using their knives, who is in the shop making the knives, who is behind the scenes. I'm the dude who sends you your knife. I'm the guy who makes it. It's me. And so I know exactly what I'm talking about, and that's why I believe in it so much. These other companies, unfortunately, hire people who don't know and just don't believe in the product, and they really create a bad face and a bad representation of the brand. So it's unfortunate, but that's just why I value the Shed Knives community so much. It's because I'm not ashamed of my customers. I'm not ashamed of my end users. I'm actually proud of them. I'm proud, not because they're buying my knives, but because of who the people are that buy my knives and support Shed Knives. Whether it's a like, a comment, or they take the highest possible level of support you can take with Shed Knives and buying a knife, doesn't matter. It's those who I see emailing me and are winners and saying, hey, I've been working harder because of you. Hey, I've been improving my outdoor skills because of your videos, your blogs, your emails. Hey, I was able to teach my son how to whittle. He was able to use his first knife because of your videos. And that is awesome. That is fantastic. How could I ever be ashamed of that? I can only be proud. I can only be enthusiastic for you, the end user. So, guys, I think I've said enough. I'll leave it at this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to write a book. So, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all you do for Shed Knives, all you do for me. And there's a reason why in every box, obviously there is no substitute, but I have a nice message here. There's a photo of me, yours truly. There's a reason why I have this message and telling you about thanking you, essentially thanking you for joining the Shed Knives movement, because without you, Shed Knives does not exist. Without the end user, we're nothing. We're just an idea. That's it. So it takes, what do they say? It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a community of like-minded knife enthusiasts to build Shed Knives. And that, my friends, is fantastic. So I'll leave it at this. If you guys like knives, go ahead, go to shedknives.com, check them out, join the movement. If you've already gotten a knife, just remember Father's Day is coming up. Get your dad or that father figure, that role model in your life, a knife, because I'm sure they'll appreciate it, especially after hearing today's message. So thank you very much, guys. Cannot thank you enough. It truly means the world to me. So head out into the field, stay a winner, okay? Keep improving, and that's it, my friends. So my name is Jack, I make knives, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go!